So good morning everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about data encryption standard. So what is data encryption standard? So this is the most widely used encryption methodology, and this has the input of 64-bit blocks which uses a key size of 56-bit key. So here the algorithm transforms the 64-bit in 16 rounds in order to do the encryption process. So here this algorithm operates on the block cipher. So here the DES breaks the plain text into blocks and operates independently on each block. So here each size of each block will be 2 power n. So here this main security depends on the design function of this DES algorithm. So the software implementation of this block cipher will also depends on its faster when we compare to the stream cipher. So here the data encryption process starts with 16 round, but we are taking the input size as 64-bit plain text. First the initial permutation will be done on the 64-bit plain text, and after that, after initial permutation, the same 64-bit is passed to the round 1. So for round 1 we are giving a key size of 48. So actually we are taking 56-bit key and we are reducing that 56-bit key size into a 48-bit key size, and we are passing that key 1 to the round 1, and we are processing the 64-bit input and we are passing the output of that 64-bit to the round 2. So on is continued for 16 round. So initially just we are dividing the after at the last of the 16th round we will obtain 64-bit output. We are dividing that 64-bit into left half and right half. So we are now swapping that 32-bit and we are doing the inverse initial permutation in order to get the 64-bit plain text. So here the initial permutation, I said the first process of encryption will be initial permutation. So the input to the table consists of 64-bit numbers which will be vary from 1 to 64. So there will be a default entries which are present on the permutation table. So according to the position, the 64-bit plain text is passed to permutation table and we get the permuted 64-bit output. So here 14 blocks are encrypted, 16 blocks are encrypted with 16 rounds, and then the decryption, overall decryption is performed. So this is how the initial permutation table, and this is what the inverse initial permutation table. So here, and this is the expansion permutation, and this is the permutation function, which are all default in the discrete logarithm mathematical concepts. So so I said there are 16 rounds. So in a single round, this is what happens in a single round of process. So for taking a single round, first we are getting 64-bit input, we are dividing into left 32 and right 32. We are keeping the left 32-bit as ideal and we are working on the right 32-bit. So first the right 32-bit is send it to the expansion table. We are expanding that 32-bit as 48-bit and we are XORing that 48-bit with the key, and we are passing that 48-bit to the substitution table S box, and now that 48-bit is again reduced to 32-bit and we are again passing it to the permutation table, and again we are obtaining the 32-bit permuted bits. So now that last step permutation, after permutation we obtain 32 bits which are on the right side. Now the left side, which is kept ideal, we didn't do any process on the left 32-bit. So now that left 32-bit is XORed with the right 32-bit which we obtained after permutation process. So when we XOR, we will get a 32-bit key. So now you have to swap the obtained 32-bit of right side will be taken as an input to the left 32 on the second round, and left side 32-bit will be taken to the right side 32-bit on the second round. So this is what happens on your DES, and this DES will have an effect called avalanche effect. So avalanche effect means it is a property of an algorithm. If we make a small change either in the plain text or in the cipher text or in the bit, it will produce a significant change on the cipher text. So that effect we call it as avalanche effect. So since this DES uses a feistel structure, this is subject to avalanche effect. I hope you understand this process of DES. So in DES totally we are having 16 round. So single round will have these many set of operations. So in next class we will see about the triple DES. Thank you.